I'm going to do a little wander around the park, get some fresh air. This is always a nice spot to start. Snow's not too bad. 3-4 inches, I guess. Right. So we'll head down that way and down by the river. See lots of icebergs floating down the river at the moment by the look of it. Right. We'll head down across that way, see what I can find. Now these are some good sized trees. Squirrel over there. I was sneaking up on a squirrel, but he decided to disappear. The river looks cold. I see some people skating around the other side. I might do the loop around. The sun's kind of thinking of coming out, but kind of not. It's a little chilly. It's about -10, I believe, something like that. Somewhere in that order. Certainly not cold, not compared to what it has been. In Calgary, like the other day it was -24, and the following day it was +2 or +3. So it was kind of weird. They do say if you don't like the weather here, wait 5 minutes because it will change. Yeah. Normally I'm on the lookout for bears in the mountains. The only bears I'm going to find here are these two. Yeah, that's the only two bears you'll find around here. Hopefully. Yeah, he says. Touch wood. Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to do the loop up and around and see what I can find. The river's flowing pretty good. A bit of ice build up in there. You can freeze over pretty much all the way across. So you have to be a little bit on the careful side. I might do the short loop around here and I'll go from there. I'll head around to the other side there. Right, I'm going to head around that way. I'm surprised there's not more people about actually. However, it is a tad chilly, so I guess nothing surprising. I saw a bunch of geese come flying out of there. I was hoping there'd be some more coming out because that was actually quite a cool picture. Right, I'll continue on my way, which is down along this way. Well, I think I've decided to do the longer loop. As you can see, the river's flowing pretty good. But, a lot of ice in there though. Look at that. Wouldn't want to be in that water. You would not last long in there. Yeah. Somebody's walked along the side of the ice here. That's never wise. Never ever wise. Yeah. Unless it's been like -30 or so for a little while. I certainly wouldn't risk that. Right, I think I'm going to do the loop around, which is down to that next bridge down there. That's one of my favourite bridges down there. So I think I'm going to go down that way and around. And then up the other side. And all the way around past the bridge on that side. Cool. Right. Let's get back onto the pathway. Wade through the snow. There we go. Lots of very nice parks down through this way. I've done this walk before in the summer. So I thought I'd come around and show what it's like in the winter. You can keep the trails pretty much clear. Good, what, foot of snow here, I guess, other than on the trail. But, parks make a fantastic job of keeping all these walkways and that clear. These cycleways go all the way around the city. It's absolutely stunning. And all over the city you'll find road signs for the cycle paths. There's one coming up here, goes to where everything is. Gives you all your directions. This cycle path literally goes Greenway South, literally goes right round the city. It's huge. On a very good bike, it will take you an entire day to go around that route. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Right, going to warm this camera back up a bit, and it's the only trouble this time of the year. Let's get my camera inside my coat. That's why I didn't bring my good camera. I was going to bring my good camera and do a photography day, but unfortunately, I don't like taking the camera back indoors. You have to slowly warm the camera up, otherwise it gets condensation inside the lenses and stuff. That's never good, never a good thing. Right, so this camera's way more forgiving. So I'll head down that way, do some pictures. Some more geese coming over. Cool. Looks like we've had a coyote or two down through here. See those little tracks the other side there going down to the ice there, down towards the railway bridge. Coyote's looking for lunch. Right, let's get back on the pathway. Just saw a guy come by on one of those bikes with the big fat tyres, the fat bike things. They look like a pretty good way of getting around in this weather. The only thing is, riding on snow is good. Riding on ice, not so much. Riding on hard compacted snow, a lot of those bikes have snow tyres and the big studs in them. It actually works very well. But see lots of fungi and things, it's always good. Look at the biomass, all these trees. People think that trees grow out of the soil. They don't actually grow out of the air. Think of a tree as condensed air. All the carbon dioxide that's in the air turns into all the wood. Very little of it actually comes from the soil. People think it all comes from the soil, but it doesn't. It all comes from the air. That's why they're very, very good at sequestering carbon. So you need good soil. Soil itself doesn't grow trees. The life in the soil that grows the trees, all the bacteria, and you grow all these trees. It's an important turn off here, otherwise I have to walk miles. This would be a good time, of course, for a train to be coming across the bridge. Just about every time I come here I never see the train until I'm a good distance away. It's like when you're a kid, you always want to see the train going over the bridge. It never seems to happen until you're a good distance away from the thing. So I'm going to cut across this bridge. They remade all this a few years ago. They rebuilt the channels all down through here. Diverting all of this. On it. That's some good flow coming down the side of here. Eh? They've rebuilt all this. It's actually good fish habitat. Come on, train, where are you? All I have is a lot of geese. There's one thing we don't have a shortage of around here is geese. Thousands and thousands of geese. They're everywhere. Yeah. It'd be a really good spot to watch a train go by. However, no train. Yeah. As I was saying, all the carbon sequestered in the soil, but it takes the microbes and that in the soil to break it down and make it available to the plants. People think all you need is soil. You don't. You need good life in the soil. If you don't have good life in the soil, you don't have good plants. There's been a resurgence in biochar in the last little while. It's become the buzzword, if you like, of permaculture and good growing, and rightly so, because biochar is actually incredibly important. It's just carbon. People have said to me, you know, when I have my campfires, what do I do with the carbon? Well, I crunch it up, get it into the soil as much as I can, usually in the surface layers. After a few months, it becomes what they call inoculated, so all the bacteria that's in the ground gets into the carbon, and the amount of bacteria in the ground is astonishing, absolutely astonishing. People seriously underestimate it. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, I could have gone across there. This time of the year there's a shortcut you can take across there because it's all frozen. A bit like my hands, really. This is something else you'll find around the parks. Impromptu Christmas trees. Very nice indeed. Yeah. Adds a bit of colour to the landscape, eh? Yeah, it's good. Nicely done. Right, I'm going to head round here over one of my favourite bridges. Like I was saying, the amount of microbes in the soil, if you started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 as fast as you could, and you carried on doing that all day, every day for 6.5 years, that is roughly how many bacteria there are in a teaspoon of soil. So it gives you an idea of how much life there is in the soil. People think all you need is like sand and rock and all that all ground up. You need the organic matter, yes, but you also need the life that lives in there. All the billions of bacteria that have been around for billions of years. It's very, very important. Good healthy soil, good healthy trees. That's what you choose to do with those trees. That's the important thing. Got to look after them. Got to treat them good. Right, I'm going to head up over the bridge and around that way. Right, this is my favourite bridge. I have to do a picture of this bridge as I go on over. Very important this time of the year, stay off the ice. People look at the ice. Basically, if there's water flowing underneath the ice, stay off it. You really don't want to be on it. If you look up there, you can see the water flowing down under the ice. That's about as close as you want to get. And again, no train. Yes, people look at the ice and they think, oh, I could just walk across there, it'll be quicker than going round. Yeah, that might be a decision that's not a good one. This loop you can do as 2 loops or as a big figure 8. So I'm going to do it as a figure 8. Way in the distance there you can see one bridge, and right in the far distance there's another bridge at an angle. That's the one that I'm going to come back under in a minute. Yeah. I say in a minute, probably about an hour. I don't walk that fast. Yeah. Yes. Very nice. Certainly a good place for a walk. Yeah. Right, I'm going to get the other side of this bridge and I'm going to put the camera away for a bit. Now when you get the other side of this bridge, you can go left or right, doesn't matter, you can turn it into bigger loops, shorter loops. There's many different routes you can take. However, today I'm going to turn right. There's a little walkway goes up, some steps at the end. I'm going to go around this way. It's a great bridge, eh? Fantastic, isn't it? There's a good place to sit. Look at the bridge. Excellent. Right. I'm going to continue up and around and then back through the park the other side. Right, this I've got to show you. I am now on the far side of the river, as far away as I could possibly be from the railway track. And guess what? And there's the train. What did I tell you? Now this bit you have to be kind of careful of. I don't really like this bit. I have fallen here many times. This bit is a little steep. This is the only bit I really need my spikes on. It's a very short downhill, but it gets really polished up. Perfect. Like I always say, as soon as I get to this side, look at that. There's the train. Now if I'd have waited for the train, it would never have come. Yeah, these ducks down there. How these ducks don't freeze, I don't know. Yeah. But if I'd have waited for that train would never have come. Oh, come some more ducks down here. There's beavers down in here as well, hence the beaver dams. There's another beaver dam up there. Beavers are absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. Most of the world's prime farmland actually owes its very existence to beavers. Look at that though. Like I was saying earlier, doesn't matter where I go, if there's a railway track, it will not come until I'm the other side. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people actually. I just saw some, didn't do any video on the hill there because some kids tobogganing and stuff. It's a bit of a steep hill to come down. But look at that. I'm now the other side of the river and there's the train. Right. Always the way. Yeah, there's a lot of slushy ice across there, eh? Would not want to walk across that. See this wet snow? Look at the wet ice. It's kind of got that light greeny colour to it. That's the stuff that's really dangerous. It's soaked in water. Literally, you stepped on that, it would disintegrate. Right, I'm heading upstream a considerable distance and then back across the other side. Just bumped into some nice people with some dogs there. Yeah. Dogs are having, I don't know where dogs get all their energy from, especially the younger one there. The younger one was only about 1.5 years old. But just full of beans. Absolutely full of beans. Well, if you could bottle that, you could retire. I mean, that would be a retirement plan right there. Right. So now the other side. Just going to head up this side. I'm going to do the figure 8. You can cut it back across this bridge and turn it into a much shorter route. However, it's such a nice day. It's only -10. But get out and about for a walk. It's good. It's in this weather you find you tend to walk faster. You don't tend to walk too slow in this weather. Never a good plan. They make an ice skating track up through the park here in the winter. In the summer it's actually a railway track and a walkway. But what they do is they flood it out and turn it into a huge ice skating track, as you can see. Yeah, normally in the summer there's a railway track that goes around there, and now they have turned it into an ice track. Right, I'm going to go back up through the park, which is really good. These guys go around here. Something I could never really get the hang of, ice skating. So I'm going to, somebody told me once, if you can ski you can ice skate. That's just a complete crock, because I can ski pretty good, but ice skate, nah. I ice skate like Bambi, I'm afraid. Arms and legs in all directions. Right, head up through the park. There's a lagoon up in here, and this time of the year there's lots of people out there ice skating and stuff. I'm going to head up through. Right, this is the ice skating in Bonas Park here. You can come around there. Now this is what I call enthusiasm. This guy down here with a snowblower, clearing the snow off the entire lagoon with a snowblower. Now that's what you call hard work. The guy over there has got a bigger, much better idea. He's got one of them brush ones. Yeah. Looks like they're getting it ready for ice skating here. That is definitely the way to do it. That must be pretty cold work. Those blowers kick up a lot of that snow, and that's not warm. That is not warm. Not at all. It's very nice down through the park here. I do love this walk. I do this one quite often. Well, that's a better way of doing the snow. That guy over there, look. They actually get the fire pits and that set up in here too. They have big fire pits they put out on the ice there, and people come down and they have hot chocolate and basically just enjoy themselves. I don't think you want to rent a boat at the moment. I don't think it'll work very well. Right, up over the bridge, go through this park, and then I can cut back across to the other side. There is a cafe here. Quite a nice place to kind of sit and stop. Used to be a very nice, like I call a kids cafe. You know, they just sell fries and stuff for kids and stuff. But like I say, we've got fire pits, and lots of benches and that around here. So I'm going to cut straight back up across the middle here and go from there. Right. Right. I'm going to head up towards the next bridge. The next one's where they're doing all the construction at the moment. See what they're doing up there. Yes, very nice walk. I'm really surprised there's not more people out and about actually, because it was actually such a nice day. Chilly, yes, but a nice day nonetheless. Yeah. Only a good walk round. It stretches the legs. There was a worry in the floods that this park might have got washed away. Fortunately, it didn't. So that's good. Many great picnic sites down here. Just come down here and have a picnic. The bigger sites here, you can book these. But, you can book them for times, or a lot of the time it's just done on a first come first served basis. Always best to check to see if anybody's booked it first. Priority is given to people that book them. All the way down through here there's loads and loads of picnic sites, loads of them. Yeah. Right, I'm going to head round and up over that bridge. Right, so this is the west end of the park, if you like, water treatment plant over there. Back in the day, pre-2013 floods, this was actually the road that came around here. That piece there went all the way up and around. Now it's all been turned into like a walkway, which is good, less cars. Yeah. So I'm going to head up and around through this little bit. I want to see how they're getting on with the new bridge. They built this first bridge in front of us. That was built a few years back. Right, as I was saying, those little batteries don't like the cold weather. I just popped one of those enduro batteries in there. These are supposed to be a little bit better in the cold weather. I've yet to find any great difference in them, to be quite honest, but since I've not done any proper trials on them, the time trials and stuff, I will reserve judgment. They do seem to go a little bit better in the cold weather than the other ones, so I'll give them that. As I was saying, this new bridge that they built across it, I call it the new bridge. The one nearest us is the new bridge, which was. Now the other side of it, they've actually built an identical bridge, which is actually really cool. Yeah. I did wonder when they built it why they had built a bridge that had 2 lanes in each direction. I guess at the time that was the requirement, because the rest of the highway hadn't been built. There's a big ring road that goes right around Calgary, and they're almost finished the last segment now. That should actually be open pretty soon, I should think. I saw them putting tarmac on it the other week, so I think that will be open fairly shortly. It'll be rather cool. We'll have to drive right the way around just for the sheer hell of it. It's going to be a long way round. Yeah. Calgary is an enormous city. It goes on for a hell of a long way. But put a road right round it. It's been decades in the making. Oh, that river is flowing very fast. Look at that. Icy cold and very fast. Right. I have to head round and over that green bridge over there in a minute. See a bit of sunshine coming through the trees. I will take that. I was going to head out to the mountains today, but looking at the cameras out there, it looked a bit windy at where I was going to go. They've been doing some logging up in there, and I'm kind of intrigued to see what they've done. I might head up there tomorrow, not sure yet. I'll have a look and see. Yeah, and go from there and see what they've done. Right, I will do some more when I get round on the bridge. And that is rather cool. They've got the paint on the second part of the bridge already. Wow. It's been a while since I've been down here. It's really cool. You can see the shadows, the other traffic going across the other bridge. I think what we're going to end up with is 4 lanes in each direction, which will certainly help that road. It's such a busy connector. That road does get very, very busy. Yeah. They've got to rebuild this park the other side of here too, for the purposes of building that second part of the bridge, the second bridge. They had to bulldoze a little bit of the park in there and chop and change it all around a bit. But they have to put it back when they finish, so that's good. Yeah. Yes, a lot of construction over here, isn't it? Yeah. Up the hill. This is a cool bridge. Now we've got another really cool bridge right next to it. Yeah. That is very good. I like it. Yeah. Be interesting to see what they do for construction and what have you of the park and that down through. Stony Trail Bridge. I've taken that picture many, many times. Yes, that is very cool. Imagine being the guys painting that. Not sure you'd want to paint it in this weather. That might not be very good. Over the other side where the river comes down there, those trees over the far side there, there's actually very nice trails and that down through there. That's kind of cool. Wilder construction. So the sun's coming out, so that's good. Right, I'm going to head back down across here. Yes, in the floods it was, water was way up. We actually thought at one point we were going to lose that park. Glad we didn't. I'll give you an idea of how powerful the water was. Right here, which is the end of the concreted bridge, right there, there was about a 20-foot drop down to the river. It literally washed all of this out. There was nothing left of it. Never underestimate the power of water, whether it's liquid, ice, whatever. Never underestimate it. It'll come back to bite you real fast. Yeah. Yes. Be nice when they got the trail and that set back up as well. Yeah. The pathway actually goes off to my left, up and around. They just built this little bypass one so that they could do the construction. I'll do some more in a bit. Right, far side. Heading on my way back now. Engineering, eh? Amazing. Amazing what can be achieved with a little bit of thought, the willpower, get on with it, get it done. Amazing what can be done. That's nice, eh? Yep. Very nice indeed. Right, I'm going to cut up round and do some more in a minute. Well, the walk continues. Sun's coming out now. It's kind of heading into that blue bit. We got a bit of sunshine this afternoon. Doesn't look too bad. It's always nice when we get a bit of sunshine. Yeah. Yes. That's one good thing about Calgary. It might be cold in the winter, but we get 329 sunny days a year, so that's good. Right, I'm gonna take the water down through this way. Through the trees. There are rabbits in here. Or rabbit tracks. This is one of those disc golf games. I could get the hang of that. I can't throw a frisbee in a straight line, let alone get it to land in the little chain thing at the other end here. Yeah. That's a nice bench. Those are new. Haven't seen those before. Yeah. Makes good use of some of the trees, I guess. And stuff comes down. Don't see anybody playing. Hope they think it's a tad cold. Yes. How you're supposed to get a frisbee to land in that chain, I don't know, but apparently you do. That's how the game's supposed to work. I'm going to head back out onto the path. Easier to walk in through the snow. I'm just can enjoy the sunshine and head on down that way. Here I am, pretty much back to the beginning. That's a good sized loop all the way around there. Some more bears. Yeah. Very cool. There are some people over there playing disc golf now. I just noticed some people turned up. Hopefully they're not using weight frisbees. That might be a bit tricky. Very pleasant walk around the park. But, in the summer it gets very, very busy. But, not so much this time of the year. But, way less people this time of the year. Maybe people don't like the cold, I don't know. If you live in here you better like the cold, because we get plus 35 in the summer, minus 35 in the winter. So I will use that as my closeout shot for the video. And that, I have to say, was a very nice walk around the park. That'll do for now.